Well, hello, friends. Ezekiel Crunchy Frog over here, and I'm getting ready to raise a barn. Glad you could stop in for this momentous occasion because the barn is a very important building for the Amish, and we're going to place a barn not too far from the house over here, just like the Amish would. So, you want to have the barn facing the house with the opening. So let's go ahead and get started on this. nice brand new Amish barn. And of course, we have to add a little more details to it. And we will be adding more details to it. So while I have you here, I thought I'd maybe show you around how the house looks now that I've gussied it up a little bit. It's not completely finished. I placed some lanterns, I put in the windows, I brought the dogs over. I tore down my little temporary shack over there. A lot of the dogs, I got them to sit on the porch. They're porch dogs. So I use the mangrove wood for the doors. And I put a little divider wall in here. I put a ceiling in out of, this is where I use the snow blocks, by the way. The snow blocks look like a pretty good plaster ceiling, don't they? However, I do want to find diorite and some other white blocks to mix in here. There's not a whole lot of white blocks in the game. Here's where I keep some of my extra chests over here full of items like seeds, and I foresee a lot of different items. And I put the little bookshelves along here to make it sort of look a little bit nicer. And that way I know what's in each chest over here. You see I got lots of dirt. I got my bedroom dogs in here. Got to have them all over the place. Yeah, this is my storage, which is the main reason to even have a house, right? But I've got more stuff to do on the interior. Also, I want to dig out a little root cellar. Most Amish farms, or Amish farmhouses, will have a cellar, and it'll be accessible by a little door on the outside that goes down into the cellar room. So they can store all their canned goods and their peaches and all that stuff. I need to find diorite and granite and all these blocks, and I'd like to get deep slate so I can redo maybe the barn roof in deep slate. That barn's looking mighty fine. I still have to go in there and put the horse stalls in there. I have to put the pig pen outside here. I have to put a chicken coop around it. I still have plenty of stuff to do, but the basic barn is done and it's looking good. And I think I showed this to you in the last episode, but I have this clay farm basically finished now. I optimized it. It's working really well. I changed a couple things here. I got a fresh batch of clay right here ready to go. I can get water from there when I'm watering it up with my water bottle, or I can get it from the water bottle and get this up here. That way I can just stand in one place and reach all the blocks and water them up and turn them into mud really quickly. Like I was saying before though, I'm missing a lot of blocks that I'd like to build with, and it just won't do. But the problem is that the Amish man can't build a mine shaft. The Amish man is not a miner. However, there is one thing that the Amish do when they need stone and they need to get at some stuff. You see, I bought some acacia trees from a wandering trader just this morning. An Amishman can dig a quarry. Welcome to the Ezekiel Crunchy Frog Quarry. And I'm going to be digging this thing down, and I'm going to be getting at all the building blocks that I need. It's going to be quite a bit of work, but guess who likes digging?
This guy.
But here's my little good boy I got over here. I like having company when I'm digging, so when I come down and I start digging, I unseat him and he follows me around. He's a good boy, but it's a pretty decent sized little quarry. I should be able to get all kinds of blocks. I hope to take this down far enough to where I can get a hold of some deep slate. I really do miss deep slate, especially for roof shingles. Especially for roof shingles for buildings that need dark colored roof shingles, like my house or the barn. I'm just going to have to kind of put up with the gray. These should be made from deep slate, and once I get a hold of enough deep slate, guess who's going to be coming out here and re-roofing?
This guy.
Anyway, let's go over here and just take a little gander at what this place looks like without my little shack now. All the dogs have been moved out. The shack is gone. The cows are just pretty small number of cows. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, off camera I'm going to have to move all these animals. I'm going to have to move my horses inside. I might leave the sheep farm here, but probably not, because it's going to be kind of close to the barn and interfering with it. And then once I get the barn totally set up and I have all the fences and the animals and everything moved around here, then I'm going to start planting the crops and getting the fields going, and they're going to be pretty large. That'll be the next thing to do. And in the meantime, I'll be digging in my quarry. Ah, home sweet home. I love looking out that window and seeing that barn there. That's a nice barn. Anyway, thanks for coming along and visiting me, and I hope you stop by tomorrow, and I'll show you what I get done for the rest of the day. I'll see you later.